Hey guys, it's Primalism. Today, as you can see, I'm a little bit inflamed. I think it might be because of my sleep deprivation, just staying up super late. I always feel like there's not enough time in the day, so I will stay up so late. And that's like a really bad thing to do because it's best to just get a lot of sleep so that way you can be as productive as possible the following day. But always am like, I don't know, I get angry with like the fact that I can't just stay up as late as I want to get things done. But yeah, so I'm also going to be having some ground beef. It's kind of oxidized right now and a little bit dry aged with some butter. This butter is delicious. It's like super yellow and rich tasting. The point of this video, guys, is I just got the CPU. So I'm gonna be able to add this CPU to my computer now. And I'm so excited. I literally just pulled this out of the mail and I'm so excited to throw it in my computer. Ever since I installed the RAM, the computer I've noticed has been so quick, so much quicker. And I know a lot of people say like upgrading from 16 to 32 is like pointless, but man, I've really noticed it. In my job, I have to have like multiple applications opened up at the same exact time. So it helps out like a ton actually. It's made such a big difference. Just like making everything way faster. So that's been nice. That's been a nice thing to experience. And with, what I do, I don't just game, I have multiple things opened up at the same time. So I'm hoping that that helps me out there a little bit. But yeah, this will be the final modification that I make to the computer, which is the CPU. So I'm really excited to see how it performs. Again, this is the i7-3770. I learned that it's actually one of the 3rd gen i7s, but it's going to be really exciting to see how much better the computer performs. I could obviously like do some tests and record how it performs before and how it performs after, but I don't have enough time for that. So we're just going to watch a couple of videos on how to put it in the computer. I believe I'll have to start off by updating my BIOS, if I even have to. And then after I update the BIOS, it should be all good to go to just go ahead and start tearing things apart and putting the new one in. If there's one video that I think like everybody loves to see, it's unboxing stuff, right? So I'm really excited to see how okay, just in a little box. Oh, it's kind of slippy sliding around there. Oopsie. Oh, okay. There's the CPU. Looks like it's in good shape. Very nice. I got the refurbished one because it was a lot cheaper. Yeah, guys, there it is. There's the CPU, if you're curious. Came with a little soft pack inside of it. I'm excited to put it in. Now, what I am gonna do is just kind of like watch a couple of videos just to make sure I don't completely mess this up. I'm gonna see if my BIOS needs an update or anything like that, and then I should be good to go. So with my computer, it looks like I have to start off by downloading the HP Support Assistant, and then that basically does all of the legwork for me, I think. It'll just check to see if I even need to update the BIOS. Ground beef and raw butter has to be one of the tastiest raw meals you can possibly eat. HP Support Assistant. I'm just gonna continue as a guest because I don't want to do this. Let's share later. Okay, now we're on the My Dashboard. We're gonna take a look at the updates, and then you have to wait until the HP Support Assistant analyzes your system. So it's analyzing my system right now. It's kind of spinning around. I hope I don't have to do any updates, but it's possible I will. I saw one video where they were like, yeah, I didn't have to do any updates. So, okay, everything is up to date. So I'm gonna go ahead, take all the cords out of the computer and start taking off the old parts. After I finish my meal, I'm actually gonna watch a quick video on how to replace it specifically, just to make sure that I don't mess it up. Okay, so it looks like you just take out the 4 screws. Seems simple enough. Oh, and it's just right there. Now the thing that I was curious about is I know that it has the old thermal paste that's like cooked on it. So I just want to see exactly how you kind of clean it all off, just because I don't want to damage any of the parts. Okay, so he's just kind of wiping it down with a paper towel. Ah, okay, so it looks like it has the potential to kind of clump up on the heatsink, particularly on the CPU cooler. Okay, that's kind of what I expected. I'm curious how you kind of clean it off. A little bit of rubbing alcohol. Okay, I've got some of that. Okay, that part seems really easy. I heard that this only really takes like 10 minutes max, so I'm not too worried, but I don't want to mess up my computer. Take out the old processor. Butter is so filling. Well, he just kind of drops it in. Let's see how he does this. Okay, so he applies like a bean-sized amount onto the CPU cooler, and then he kind of smears it all around. Just kind of get it nice and evenly spread on that. Interesting. And then after you put that on, you just reconnect that to there, screw it back on, and then you're good to go. Okay, well, that seems easy enough. I'm full. I can't eat anymore. I just had a tiny bit of food, but this butter is so filling. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the computer now. Alrighty guys, so here's the computer again. I'm gonna go ahead and start taking off this plastic cover here. Also, check this out. I was wondering, I was like, why is the neck, or whatever you call it, the shaft on this screwdriver so short? But it actually extends out. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? That's so cool. Okay, anyways, so I believe this just like comes off like that. Make sure these cords don't get snagged, right? So go ahead and take these out of here. This is so much fun, actually, like recording this stuff. I want to do this with like a car. Like once I get a car again. Oh my God, the CPU cooler is covered in fur. That is horrible. I'm so glad I've got my little cleaner here. I'm gonna set this over here. I'm gonna show you guys really quickly exactly what I mean by fur. Wait, you can actually see it from there. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in a little. Look at that. That is insane. Looks like it's like a T20, maybe a T15. The T bits, guys, are like the star ones, you know? I don't know if that is, yeah, that looks like a T to me. So let's see if we can find the right head. Again, here are all of my different heads. Oh, my guitar picks. I still don't know what these are for. I'm sure they serve a good purpose, but I have no idea. Let's see if my eyes are still good from not having worked on cars in so long. And I'm not gonna use that silly wristband thing. I was told that that's pretty silly to do, so. It is a T15. See if that works. That's the one. I was right off the bat. There we go. I think it's unscrewed. Huh, maybe not. We'll see what happens. Go ahead and take out this one. Seems to not like coming out. Looks like I'm gonna have to remove my GPU in order to actually get out the CPU. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that started. This might be a little more challenging than I thought. How do I remove this GPU? I installed it back in the day, but, oh, okay. It just slides it up. Let me see here what I might do. Maybe try to pry this up a little bit. Okay, that didn't seem to work. Is it screwed down? That's my next question. What is that? Oh, it has a latch. I just had to open up that latch. Okay, I figured it out. So there's the GPU. I guess now that we have this out, we can really give it a good cleaning too. Oh, sorry, you probably couldn't see that. But here's the GPU, guys. It's the 1050 Ti. Now that I have it out of the computer, I can probably do a really good job of cleaning it up. And now I can access the last screw. That was actually pretty easy to take out. Just kind of had to use my noggin a little bit. There's the last screw. It's kind of like working on cars. There would always be something that you'd have to take out in order to get to the next piece, you know? We have the last screw. This is a good screwdriver, I like it. Okay. It looks like the screws just stay inside of the CPU, like they don't even have to come out. Look at this, or sorry, the CPU cooler. Boom. Look at how dirty. Go ahead and set that there. Now we have the easy part. He said that you should clean off all this on the CPU, on the old one, which maybe I'll do. I guess if we need to like reinstall it for some reason or another, which could always happen. If you've worked on cars, you know that half the time the parts you get are wrong. Look at that. I'll go ahead and remove this. It kind of latches it down, pull it up, and then there we have the CPU. Just gonna make sure these all match. Make sure this is in fact the i7. Yep, it is the i7-3770. You can't see it because it's so small, but. Okay, looks like it goes in just one way, so that's easy to tell. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. Super simple. Now we're good to go to just slide the new one in. The new CPU's in. Actually, before I put it in, because we just kind of scraped off all that goo on the outside, mini hair dryer, just kind of blow this out just to make sure there's no particles that got on top of any of these little pins here. Oh my gosh, it's so dusty. Okay, so I just blew a lot of dust out of here. That's so fun. I love this thing. It's in. So actually what I saw was instead of applying the thermal paste on the CPU, you actually apply it on the CPU cooler instead, which makes a lot of sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this all off. Actually, I think I'm gonna wipe it on the CPU because once I wipe all of this off, I'm not gonna be able to see the exact location of where it goes back on. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this off somewhere else. I'll be right back. Okay, now it's cleaned up. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it down with the rubbing alcohol. I've barely got any left in it because it's been evaporating because I lost the lid for it a while ago. I would actually use this to clean out my tobacco pipes, which is why I even have isopropyl alcohol in the first place. I get it. We got it. Okay. So it looks like from the videos that I've seen, they basically just apply a little bean-sized amount. It looks like the amount of like your typical bean, beans, beans, beans. The beans are good for you. Go ahead and give that one final little wipe down with some isopropyl alcohol. Can't hurt anything. Just gonna test this to see how it kind of comes out of here. Ah, okay, kind of thick. Okay, seems like enough. Now that we've got that on, I'm just gonna kind of, smear it on there. How's that? You got my first try? Getting a nice even consistency. And that's basically the hard part, right? Once you get that done, you're basically over. Okay, I think that's good enough. We got the CPU paste on there. Now I'll go ahead and lock her back down. I think all you do is just come in here and there we go. Now we'll go ahead and screw this down. What I'm gonna do, this is kind of what I do with car parts too, is you wanna make sure it all goes down evenly, so you don't wanna just crank one all the way down there. Huh, these are kind of strange. There we go, I think I've got it started. That one should be getting started too. Yep, okay. Get them just a little tight. Make sure they're all like the same tightness, all going down even. I'm so excited to get a car again and then like work on it and show you guys what that's all about. It's really fun actually. It's very similar to working on cars or working on computers like this. There we go. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go around and give it about ooga booga foot-pounds of torque. Ooga booga, there you go. That's how you know you got it right. There we go. Not too much, but just enough to kind of hold it down. And that's it. I can't believe I just installed a CPU for the first time. Now we need to go ahead and put the GPU back in. I'm gonna go take it and just kind of spray it off though, just like I did with the cooler. All right, so the GPU is now nice and cleaned again. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can remember how to get this installed. I believe it goes like this. Okay, I'm gonna go clean off that now. Now I'm gonna put this back on if I can remember how to do it. I believe it goes, yeah, something like this, and then it just slides down. Try this again. There we go. Got that on there. And we'll just go ahead and put these cords back in. Okay. All the cords are back in. Basically, that's everything. I'm just gonna make sure my tools are organized. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the cover back on. It doesn't quite seat right here, but I think it has to do with the GPU. Yeah, it doesn't like that. Anyways, we're all done. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this mess that I just made, get it started up, and then I'm actually about to start live streaming now, so this will be exciting. Moment of truth, guys. What's gonna happen? It's loading. No way. Okay, so it looks like everything went successful. I'm excited to test out the game and see exactly how it works. Maybe streaming's gonna be a little bit better. I'm really glad I got this new part, and I hope that it extends the life of this old beast a little bit longer. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Just wanted to give an announcement here at the end that I'm gonna be streaming every single day of June. Well, at least I'm gonna try my best to do so. Sounds like a crazy idea to me. A part of me is like, don't do it. A part of me is like, do it. Like, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna stream every single day of June. I've got the schedule posted here. You guys can see it. All the times here, again, they're Central Standard Time, so make sure if you wanna watch one of the streams, you plan accordingly. If you guys have any ideas for what you wanna see on the streams, please let me know. You can leave a comment, send me an email, anything like that. Message me on Discord. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.